Hello, I'm Matthew and I'm the County Commissioner. I hope this message finds you safe and well. I just wanted to do this little video message because there seems to be so much going on at the moment, and there's a few things that I wanted to reflect on. I hope whatever situation you're in, you've managed to find some form of routine. I think this is week 7 or week 8, I'm really not sure. For myself, for working from home, and some days it's great. The fact that I only have to go from about there to about there in the mornings, is phenomenal. But on other days, I really miss leaving the house, miss going into work, miss the people that I work with. And I'm sure I'm not the only one, and I'm sure that there's many people feel like that. But then I have to think myself lucky that I am safe and I am well and I've got some company, and there's a lot more people in a less fortunate place than me. I wanted to say a big thank you and a big well done to everyone who took part in St George's Day. It would have been so easy just to cancel that off, but we're Scouts and that's not what we do. I know that loads of you held online section meetings where you came together and you renewed your promise, and loads still tuned in to our television show that went out on YouTube. And I want to say a big thank you to everyone who's involved in that, those who made the promises, those who presented, those who were part of the production and the music and everything. So thank you so much for that. And also, if you couldn't join a section meeting or you couldn't tune in, I hope you were able to find some time, and I appreciate some of you are extremely busy at the moment, just to take a couple of minutes just to have a bit of peace in your own head to think about scouting. I want to say thank you to all of the leaders, the helpers, the executive members and young leaders and people who are involved in organising online section meetings across Norfolk. And I know a phenomenal amount of you are, and that's really great. And I've seen feedback that's come from parents who have said that that's helping to spark a little bit of normality into what is a really worrying and scary time for young people, and it's allowing them to see their friends and to carry on taking part in scouting. I also want to reflect a bit on those of you out there who aren't running online meetings, and really just to get the message over that that it's okay. We understand that this is not what you signed up for. So if you are a key worker or your work is just gone through the roof and you just haven't got the time to be able to devote energy to running meetings in a new kind of way, that's okay. We get it. We understand. If you're a key worker, if you're out there supporting keeping the country going, we know you've got other priorities. But what would like to say is that young people seem to be taking a tremendous amount of value from those meetings. So if it's the technical issue that's stopping you from running online meetings, and you'd like some help in doing that, please get in touch. Please contact the county office, and we'll put you in touch with someone who may be able to help you through those basic steps. Because we should use this opportunity to innovate and to learn new skills. And if you're happy to learn and you're happy to have a go, then we're really happy to support you making that happen. I know a lot of you will be using technology this weekend and next weekend to take part in virtual camps, where you have a program where you come together for some bits and you go away to do stuff and then you come back. I'm hoping that if you are on a virtual camp this weekend, you will be joining us at 10 o'clock for the NorJam warm-up. If you didn't go to NorJam and you don't know what the NorJam warm-up is, then I can assure you are in for a treat, and you will be unlikely to remove the songs from your head for the rest of the day. So there's a little bit of a health warning on that. if you are camping this weekend or next weekend, I hope you have a great time. Um, it is fun to camp in your garden or camp in your living room. It doesn't really matter where you're doing it. It's just the fun and the adventure of doing something that you just wouldn't normally do. So thank you for all those who are organising to keeping that happening. This week there's been a series of online meetings. There was some on Monday for commissioners. There was some last night being Wednesday. I'm very bad at that, saying yesterday, today, and you have no idea when it is. I have no idea what day it is, so I can kind of get away with that. But those meetings were for all members, and I really encourage when headquarters are organising those meetings, do try and get involved. There's lots of interesting topics that are talked about as we move through what is could have a massive impact on our movement, particularly from a fiscal and a financial point of view. But money has never stopped us from scouting, and we're here to help and support groups and districts with that. So if you've got any concerns about the fluidity of your group or your district, then please talk, and we'll see what we can do. We've put some support in the county updates this week about some grants that are available from government, actually, for a lot of groups that maybe don't realise that they can apply for some of from the business rates relief and the hospitality and retail relief, because that's not the kind of thing that we think of ourselves as. We also had a whole host of people walk to the moon, which was brilliant. And I think at the last check there was something like £300,000 that we'd raised for comic relief and for children in need through that joint effort as a nation. And I think that's really special, the fact that scouting is suspended, we're not meeting together, yet we can still put our heads together to think of others before ourselves. Finally, just a reminder of our challenge, county challenge, Scout in the House, and also one for leaders and young leaders, badges for all. We're starting to see people are starting to complete that, and that's now been added on to OSM. I don't really know what that means because I don't use OSM, but I'm told that will make it a lot easier for leaders to track young people working through those challenges. And I'm really pleased that the feedback we've got is that people are valuing having that material there. Also, don't forget there is the Great Indoors on the Scouts website, scouts.org.uk/Great Indoors, where there's 150 now programs for people to do, which can be really easily adapted to do at home or to do indoors. But we also know you've got loads of good ideas yourself of stuff that you've tried and you've tested. So just send it to us, and we'll put it on the Norfolk Scouts website. Because there's no point reinventing the wheel. If you've got something, you've tried it, it works well, and you think other people would like to give it a go, then send it to us, and we will share it for you. I talked about online section meetings earlier. If you've got the technology and you're having those online section meetings, why don't you, as groups of leaders, why don't you organise a meeting and forget to invite the young people? Everything we do in Scouting we do for young people, but we're only able to do that because we're okay and we're fit and we're able ourselves. As teams of leaders, it's all right to have a bit of a social. I'm sure in normal Scouting, whatever that looked like, you might have had the odd night out, or you might have gone for a beer after Scouts or something. And it's really important that you continue those friendship circles and those support networks going. So if you do it, just do it for me. Just if it's 10, 15, 20 minutes, just get together and have a chat about what's going on, because for some people on that Zoom or whatever, you might be the only different person they've spoken to for maybe a day, maybe 2 days, possibly even a week. So let's look out for each other and be part of that family of scouting that we talk about. Finally, just to reiterate the point that things are changing really quickly, and they're changing all the time. I must say, please keep checking the Scouts website, scouts.org.uk/coronavirus. Horrible title. But on there you will see all of the changes that are happening in scouting to help scouting keep on. There's been some recent rule changes, fastest I've ever known a rule to get into POR, about decisions that you can make at meetings, and at what sort of decisions you can make remotely, and what kind of core of people and things you need to do that. Really helpful to help you as executives and groups to carry on. But also in there you'll find the advice and the support about how you can make adjustments to our program, to our awards, to our badges, to allow young people to carrying on whilst they're not meeting. Because we have to be realistic that we could be like this for some time, and it could be some time before face-to-face scouting returns. So we have to get to a level of comfort with that. It might not necessarily be something that we like, but we might be living with it for quite some time. So let's make the best of it, and let's help young people to achieve while they're going through. So I think that was about it. There'll probably be about 10 other things that I noted down that I wanted to talk about, but I've already talked for far too long. So I hope you have a great weekend. If you're camping in the garden this weekend, have a great time. I hope the weather holds out. I'm not so sure myself. It's looking a bit iffy, but I hope you have a great time. And whatever you do, most importantly, stay well, stay safe, and appreciate everything that you're doing. Thank you.